But some of you will get caught up in this trap of constantly learning because you're afraid to sit down with one model, follow the rules, stick to that process, and let it yield whatever experience is intended for you. And then you have a baseline. That's why I could literally give out a model every single day. And some of you want me to do that. But the only thing it's going to do is like a dog in a meat market. You ain't going to know what to do. You're going to run around and you just chase everything. Instead of simply sitting down and saying, you know what? I'll just have a filet. Thank you. And I've done that with the 2022 model. I've done that just recently with the silver bullet model. I have lots more coming, but you don't have to have anything else. The optimal trade entry was enough. OTE pattern, the flagship that was on my YouTube channel. That's enough. The 2022 model, that's enough. You can use it in every session. London, New York, PM session. You can use it in London close. You can trade it in Forex. You can trade it in futures. You can trade it in crypto. You can trade it in whatever you want to trade it in. It works. There's no excuse. You have zero excuse not to have some baseline by now. You should have some kind of experience to be able to say, you know what? This works. And I have to work on refining it, but I know it works because I've seen it in back testing, looking at where it has done this in the past. I tell you what time to look for these things to form. That way you're not just going around and looking at charts blindly. Go right to these specific times of the day. That's where it's going to form. For those people that go back in their old data and their old charts and they study that, they see it, they don't need me to do 50 examples of that. They don't need to see me do it live 50 times a week. They're sold on the idea. Okay, there's something here. It merits more investigation because I see the evidence of this thing occurring. It's not contrived. It's not conjectured. It's not made up. It's not fabricated. It's really happening every day. And once you see that, you don't need to have anybody else to cheerlead for you. You know, okay, there's something here. I'm going to mine that. So I give you just a few models so that way you go in and you now start working on the skill sets that are required. Not veering off course, hopping from one PD array, one approach, fair value gap, inversion, fair value gap, breakers, market maker models, buy, sell. There's 1,000 things out there that I teach. Every individual one of them is a model. Every single one of them is an individual model. But I give you, this is the best way to learn. I'm allowing you to pick your weapon. I've opened my arsenal doors. So here it is. Look what I have here. Pick your weapon. But nothing changes when it comes to time. Time of day, these things occur at specific times, certain days of the week, certain weeks of the month, certain month of the year. I'm allowing you to bring your personality, your personal influence, because you're the problem and you're the last puzzle piece. See, some of you are sitting around here, you're writing diligent notes, you're doing this, you're doing that, and that's wonderful. But you're all waiting for that last penny to drop. The last ICT puzzle piece. And then it's all going to come together. It's all going to be crystal clear. Once he tells me this one PD, the 81 PD arrays, final last one. That's it. That's it. That's the Holy Grail. No, it's not. If you walked over to your mirror right now, look at yourself real quick. That's the final puzzle piece. And it's always been you. You're the reason why you succeed, and you're the reason why you haven't succeeded yet. And ultimately, you and you alone are the only reason why you're going to fail. That's not me talking down to you. That's me telling you the way it is. That's just the way it is. Are you coming to me for a constant dose of something new, but have done nothing with what I've already given you?
Alrighty, boys and girls. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are we feeling, chat? Happy Monday, guys. Hope your guys' weekend was good. Say what's up in the chat. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. TGIM, good morning. Sonay, good morning. Nazlover, Malik, Bismillah, Dada, Big Head Reef, Shaki, Nins, Arter. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we feeling? What's up, Nisha? What's up, Naden? Dr. Frequency, Ahmad, Lorenzo, Alex, Trevor. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. We got market open here. Just opened up about 10 seconds ago. So let me go ahead and get us diving into some charts here. So going into today, obviously, we have no red folder news to worry about today. So technically, you could consider this a no news Monday. We got red folder news every other day this week other than Wednesday. So we got PMI tomorrow, no red folder news on Wednesday, GDP and unemployment Thursday, and then PCE price index on Friday. So we'll see what we get today. Obviously, coming off of the OPEC's contract expirations on Friday. Did not trade at all on Friday. Decided to take the day off. Thought it was a good a week overall, so I wanted to go into the weekend on a hot note. And looking at price action on Friday did not look like the best, so I'm pretty content with that decision. But looking here at the NASDAQ, starting off on really the daily and the weekly time frames, obviously we had a pretty nice expansion last week to new all-time highs. And going into, just taking a look at this daily, like we're continuing to get daily closures above previous daily highs. So there's really no reason for me to be necessarily super bearish necessarily. Looking at the daily, the only thing that I got my eye on really is this daily fair value gap that was left here on the NASDAQ after Friday's close. So could potentially see us pull back for that. If we look at ES here, you can see that ES has pulled back for a daily volume imbalance and showing respect to it at the moment. NQ showing a little bit more strength in holding the levels here. Maybe we see price not trade into that in the beginning part of this week. We'll see. But yeah, it's hard for me to be more of a bear, to be honest. I think the safer play is going to be waiting for more continuation to the upside, if I'm being totally honest with you, boys and girls. So that's going to be kind of my MO, I would say, at least for now until something changes. But otherwise, man, let me go full screen on NASDAQ here. Otherwise, yeah, market has opened up and we are pumping right at the open here. Ripping higher at the moment, boys and girls. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Looking at the poll in the chat, 50% bullish, 33% bearish, 17% no bias. So the bulls are still alive and well. What's up, Rage Bait Master? Tuning in from Poland. We got a fellow Polak in the chat. Let's go. I got a little bit of Polak in me as well, Rage Bay Master. Watch him say he's an immigrant, not actually Polish. He just lives there. What's up, Nins? What's up, Kev? How's Iran this morning? Peaceful, I hope. What's up, Oscar? Eduardo, good morning. Imran, good morning. Vincent. What's up, Tyson? You'll have to forgive me, boys and girls, if I have any if I'm a little clunky on some stuff. I'm streaming right now on TikTok as well. So this is my first time going live simultaneously on TikTok. And they make it a little bit difficult. They don't really give you a stream key that you could just plug right into your OBS. So I've got 2 live streaming platforms open at the moment. So forgive me if I'm a little clunky at any point today, but we're giving it a whirl. Seeing how we like it. I don't know if watching 2 live chats might be a little bit interesting, but we'll see how it goes. What's up, TikTok? Yeah, go ahead and give it a check for me. We should be all right though. Looks good. Good morning, Dee Dee. Yes, sir. Will do. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. So far, price is just going straight up. This is the 15-minute opening range candle, as you guys can see here. We've just seen NQ go straight up here at the open now. So we got Asia highs, I believe. Let's see. Let's just check these sessions. So yeah, trading above London highs currently at the moment. Looking here at ES. Let's see. Oops. Little SMT that was left at these recent internal lows here. Nothing major. No SMT was left at the actual London low, but potentially we could see price reverse and maybe take a stab lower for the London lows. We shall see, boys and girls. Drop down to the 5. Trading views being kind of slow on me again today. Someone in the TikTok chat says, "Yo, better than YouTube." I don't know. I gotta disagree. You get full screen on YouTube. That wouldn't make any sense. Why do you want to see the full screen anyway, though, right? Jack, you believe that? Someone on TikTok said better than YouTube. I don't understand. What's up, Sheik? Yeah, ES weaker than NQ at the moment. NQ did trade up into an hourly bearish fair value gap here, overlapping Asia low. Currently getting price showing some respect to it at the moment. See if it holds up or not. Not in anything at the moment. Not touching anything at the moment. Just letting you letting these first 15-20 minutes of opening range play out probably for right now. What's up, George? Of course I remember you, George. How could I forget? The delay. Oh, is there less delay on TikTok? That could be, but I think it's also lesser quality, lower resolution, so it probably looks a little bit worse. That could be, though. Captain says he's waiting for shorts. Malik says another no news Monday chop. Very well could happen, Malik. Kevin says they don't want to see you full screen, just want to see your stop loss. So fucking true. So true. The ops. What's up, Gundeep? My day's good, man. How's yours? Yes, checkmate. I do trade ICT. Sure do. Michael Huddleston is all of our fathers, and don't you boys and girls forget it. I'd be remiss if I didn't say that. Have I watched the new ICT videos? I watched the first one that he posted about the trading all-time highs. That wasn't like, again, it's not anything, you know, brain buster. It's pretty commonsensical if you've been trading for a while that you pretty much want to favor longs at all-time highs and not try to pick the tops because you'll get ran over. But I watched that one. I have not watched the other ones, if I'm being honest. I did find it funny though. Somebody said that he, in that first video, obviously I watched it, he talked about not like just don't go short. And then like I think the next video, one of the next videos he posted was a short trade that he took. I did not watch the Charlie Kirk memorial. I saw the clips of it though. I didn't like tune into it live and watch the whole thing. But yeah, I saw clips and stuff that was shared from it, so. Looked like a great turnout as expected. I saw the videos from like before it even started, and like the parking lot and the line of people was just massive. Stadium looked packed. Have I used the 5-minute opening range breakout? No, I don't. I'm not an opening range breakout trader. But when we see expansion, I mean, opening range breakout, you know, works as good as anything else. I used to be an opening range breakout trader kind of back in the day a little bit, but that was more so off the 15-minute. But then again, I tried every strategy you could think of, so I don't know if that's really saying much. As of right now, price is trading into this 5-minute BISI bullish fair value gap. We'll see if we can maybe flip this and then maybe see a drive lower. I think first presented gap, yeah, right here. So it looks like we might be flipping this first presented fair value gap on the 1 minute. 1 minute structure does look pretty clean here. We did get a little SMT at these highs here, and now we're actually getting bearish order block, bearish fair value gap printing. So could be seeing this reversal come in, to be honest. I'm gonna wait on this 5 minute though. Gonna wait on the 5. Let's see. I'm gonna check the range here quick. 30 points. Still a little bit volatile. Might still be on micros today. We'll see what kind of setup forms. But be mindful of your stops, boys and girls. Somebody on TikTok said, been following the wrong Tyler. Emu, don't tell me you sent him money to trade for you as well. That'd be worse. What's up, Carrie? Giveaway today. Carrie, did you miss the giveaway over the weekend? We did a giveaway in the Discord, boys and girls, over the weekend. Congrats to Adam and Wheelin. Gave away a 50K growth and a 50K lightning funded account in the Tradeify or in the Discord over the weekend. Gotta be on your toes. I don't like announcing giveaways too much in advance, boys and girls, because then you get people that just show up for the giveaways and stay for the giveaways alone. I like to just, no rhyme or reason, kind of just spring giveaways on you, and let the people that are obviously, you know, loyal OGs to the channel get to reap the rewards. Because if there's other people that aren't here because there's no giveaway going on that was announced, you know what I mean, then they don't get to take up a spot. So it gives the loyal followers a better odds, and we like that. Casper SMC says it has 80% win rate without your what? Without your MNDE contribute? Your mind contribute? Is that what you're trying to say, Alozar? I mean, if you want to pattern trade the 5-minute opening range breakout, I'm not going to stop you. Don't listen. Hey. Don't fucking let me stop you from trading some 5-minute opening range breakouts. You hear me? You fucking do whatever you want. I'm not the one paying for your accounts. You can do whatever makes you happy. You know what? You could slap Bollinger Bands on your chart, some stochastic RSIs, and you could trade overbought, oversold. I don't care. See if I give a shit. What do you want me to do? You call ICT and tell on you? Yeah, we're going to show up at your house in a van next. Take you down by the river and code some algorithms. How about that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Then we'll see how you feel about your opening range breakouts then. A lot of tough people in the chat, but you can't. Not everybody can endure the van down by the river. Yeah, I'll drop the Discord link here in the YouTube chat. Can't stop yourself from shorting, says Oscar. Listen, I understand how it goes. Shorting is a lot more fun than longing most of the time. Kev says, Casper SMC is lying on that stat. I've backtested it over 100 days with data collected. It's about 61% win rate. It does work, though. Yeah, the opening range breakout, I mean, it's a good strategy. It works. It works. I mean, as long as you get the right market condition, it's going to work. You get market expanding cleanly in one direction, it's going to work just as good as anything else. Obviously, even with ICT concepts, the best conditions is when we're expanding and spooling. When we get caught and chopped, that's when every strategy kind of gets a little bit more fucked. Unless you're literally trading the range, right? If you're trading the range and playing, you know, support and resistance levels back and forth inside of a range, you know, you might do pretty well with that. But given how most of us trade, I'm assuming most of us don't trade really that way. You know? No news Monday. Yep, Cruz. Sure is. We do have medium folder news, but orange folder news. But it's just an FOMC member speaking at noon. Yeah, but we'll see. You know, it's only Monday, so just coming in, being smart, seeing if something makes sense. I'm not going to be too upset, though, if we don't get anything. We'll show up, talk some shit, have some fun, and come back tomorrow. Yeah, my trading view Sharky's been a little bit laggy as well. I'm not sure. It was kind of like that on Friday for me. Not Friday. Thursday, our last stream, it was kind of laggy for me as well. But yeah, price still just respecting here. 5-minute PDRA is holding price up. New 15-minute candle. We are at 947 right now. And price is continuing to push higher here. Let's see. We got Asia highs. Incoming here about the 860s. Excuse me, 870s actually. 876 is Asia high. Here on NQ. Yeah, my trading view is being a little laggy. Mainly just this higher time frame indicator for me is like lagging out. There we go. It takes like a full 30 seconds for it to load. Just like me with all my exes, boys and girls. Ba-dum-ts. Get it? Takes 30 seconds for me to load. Whatever. What's up, Josiah? Good morning, Firestorm. Thursday, my top step froze like 4 times. It was really annoying. Yeah, that is annoying. What's up, guys? But nothing right now, guys. I'm just chilling. No trades for me really at the moment. See what we do here at True Day Open, New York Midnight. See if we can flip this. See if we can flip this daily candle bullish. Then we could probably just potentially go to look for expansion. The new highs again today. Yeah, Malik. It sounds like a lot of people are having issues with TradingView right now with a little bit of lag. Rahul, hey, listen, Rahul. Your timing couldn't be better. How many X's do you have? Technically 3, I guess. You know, like actual legitimate exclusive relationships, boys and girls. And they all live in Texas. They don't live in Texas. They don't. Maybe that's what I need. I need a Texan. I need a Texan woman. You know what I mean? Give me to a solid red state. But then again, she might be a big Ted Cruz fan at that point. And, you know, he might say, let's give all of our tax money to Israel. At which point I'll be like, eh. You know, she says that, it's over. It's what do we do? You know? How many kids you have? As of right now, I got about 500 to 600. As you were all my children. And we're actually all grandchildren to Michael Huddleston himself. I need an Indian. I don't know about that. Listen, nothing against him. Why, you got a sister for me, Marcus? Let me know. Oh, hang on, Kev. I think I've... Oh, I see. What's up, Dunk Masters? Welcome, welcome. So I'm white now. What? Vincent goes, so I'm white now? Yeah, Dunk Masters, you never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. Silver Bullet. Yeah, we got Silver Bullet. 10 a.m. here in 8 minutes. We are in the macro now. We are seeing prices continuing to push higher. Above New York midnight true day open. So, daily candle, as of right now, flipping from red to green. We are at all-time high markets, so... probably going to wait on this hourly close, see what we get at 10 a.m. But what I'm kind of anticipating or starting to anticipate here on the hourly, we've got this hourly imbalance here that we're going to be disrespecting and closing above, creating an inversion on the 1 hour. So probably going to be looking to just continue looking for new all-time highs, if I'm being honest. In all likelihood, something could change in the next 7 minutes, but given if this kind of just continues, that'll be what I'm going to be leaning towards. I am Kali. Yep, we're giving it a try. Live on the old TikTok as well. Yeah, the TikTok stream looks a little bit more, what's the right way to put it? Actually, wait, let me, hang on. Oh, there we go. The TikTok stream looks a little bit more clunky and not as high production as the YouTube stream, but apparently I gotta unlock some other features. TikTok Live is so weird, dude. You gotta like do all these different things. You gotta stream a bunch of times. I did some test streams over the weekend just to be able to unlock screen share. So it's kind of weird. But we're making do. We're making do, chat. Yeah, I mean, so Asia high is coming up here, 876. I'm just going to go ahead and mark out the external high. Looking like we will, like I said, see price expand through new highs here, most likely. If you start going live on TikTok, we won't be hearing any racist jokes, sad face. What do you mean? I get banned on TikTok? I have had one TikTok account banned already, but that was just because TJR sent his 15-year-old minions after me. What a guy. Abel, or Abel, that's really up to you, man. What does you being from Ethiopia have to do with it? Enlighten me. That does feel like forever ago, Carlos. You don't like TJR? I mean, I wouldn't say I don't like the guy, but do I think he's likable? Sure. Do I think he lied to his audience to gain his credibility, to shill offshore brokerages and lie to his audience about a marketing account that's demo? Yes. To sell a mentorship and a course? Yes. But no, I wouldn't say I don't like him, you know. I'm sure he's a cool-ish guy. We just happen to disagree on some moral things, I guess. I don't know. Well, I didn't say I liked him either, Naughty Leaf. Yeah, Abel, I mean, I think they pay out as long as you don't, you know, you just gotta be really careful about all the rules, right? I mean, obviously they pay out. What makes you think the brokerage is a scam? Guys, for those of you guys that don't know, anytime you see somebody posting a CFD brokerage in like a bunch of profits or whatever from a CFD Forex brokerage, it doesn't mean necessarily that they're fake just because of that, but you can have a pretty good guess. You could basically just by default guess that what you're being shown is a scam and a fake marketing account, and you're probably going to be right 99.99999% of the time. For those of you guys that are unaware of how that industry kind of works, so they're offshore, they're unregulated, they don't abide by the same set of rules as a US regulated brokerage or firm, right? So basically what you'll see a lot of times is they'll find people that are influencers, people that have a lot of, you know, followers, and they'll say, hey, listen, we'll give you X deal, right? Have an affiliate deal with that brokerage, and they get a percentage of however much money that you deposit into those brokerages, as well as getting commissions off of your trades, whether you win or lose. And they'll give these influencers fake accounts. They're called marketing accounts, but they'll give them fake accounts, but on the dashboard, it'll say it's a live account. It'll say it's a real account. So if they ever like show you anything, it'll say it's live. It'll say it's real, but it's all fake. And they can do everything. They can give you fake deposits, fake withdrawals, fake trades. And just from a common sense standpoint, when you have money sitting in a CFD offshore brokerage account, because again, they're not under the jurisdiction of, you know, the FTC and US regulations, like they could just close your account at any moment without any notice, take all of your money, never pay you out, and there's nothing what are you going to do? You can't sue them. There's nothing you can do. That's why it's illegal to trade CFDs in the United States. You would just be fucked. So for anybody to sit here and believe that someone they look up to, someone that they deem as really intelligent, would ever put a large chunk of their capital inside of one of those brokerages is just it's, for lack of a better word, it's retarded. Yes, Johnny is. I believe he's affiliated with Hero FX, if I'm not mistaken. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I believe that's what it was last time I checked, but he's shilled a few different ones at this point. I think he did Hanko Trade once upon a time, and then there was some other one that he did, and then he obviously started that prop firm that didn't really work out, and although he probably made a fuck ton of money off of it. And now I think Hero FX is the one he's on now. But for a guy that lives in the United States, trades, you know, the indices, the fact that you wouldn't trade futures, like, let's be real here. The reason that he wouldn't is because he's making so much as an affiliate for these offshore brokerages. I guarantee that's probably between that and then using that to then turn and sell the mentorship. What a foolproof play. Hanko Trade did bank on, bro. Ashvan, if you just look at the ones that are listed underneath TradingView's trading panel, I think those are all good. Those are all there because they've been vetted and they're credible and also legal. And then if you are somebody that is going to trade Forex, I would just recommend trading on like Oanda, Forex.com, TD Ameritrade. I mean, I don't even know if you can trade Forex on TD Ameritrade, but you know, Thinkorswim. I don't know. Can you trade? Can anybody let me know? Can you trade Forex on Thinkorswim? I don't even know. But I don't trade Forex anymore. They all trade offshore, yeah. Yeah, Bearish, it's nonsensical. The only reason you would do it is if you have an ulterior motive, which they do. It is what it is. Scott says ICT is a fraud. Prove it. Prove it, Scott. You can't do it. Scott, put some respect on ICT's name. He might be in the chat. ICT, if you're in the chat right now, don't be shy. Reveal yourself. Scott, you be fucking nice, okay? ICT, don't let fucking Scott get to you. He probably had a bad weekend. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. You can on Thinkorswim? Oh, okay. Appreciate it, Firestorm. What's up, Mo? Crave says he's done for the day, aren't you? Nope. I haven't taken anything yet today. New hour did open up. We are in the Silver Bullet hour. We did get this hourly inversion, which is what I told you guys I was kind of waiting for to get this closure, and then I just feel like I could look for a continuation through new highs. Kind of would have liked to see a little bit more manipulation here on this 10 a.m. candle, maybe, but you know, right now kind of eyeing up that power of 3, right? So low, open, low, high, close is kind of what I'm looking to go for here on the hourly. External highs at 888. We just came up and kissed it perfectly. But just waiting for it now. What are you guys in right now? Who's in what? Let me guess. Everybody's already in longs. They've been in longs probably since the very bottom. Is that what's going on here, chat? Probably at least one or two of you didn't even send me a signal, fucking fake friends. Where's the fucking signal, chat? What do you use to take partial profits at all-time highs? If you're just talking about just targets in general, Crave, for all-time highs, standard projections quite a bit is usually probably my go-to for finding objectives and or just static risk rewards, right? 1 to 2s, 1 to 3s. But usually that's going to align with like a -1 standard deviation, something like that. I like using -2s on like high impact days, right? A lot of volatility, red folder news days. Otherwise, I tend to lean more towards the lower standard deviations just because I'm not expecting as much expansion. But that's kind of all personal preference. My usual RR probably like a 1 to 3, but I do partial, so it's probably closer to like 1 to 2. When all said and done, but I try to not partial until we're above like 1.5 R, close to 2 R. Think of like the trade on Thursday, right, and Wednesday too. Both trades didn't do any partialing until we were at 2R plus. And then I think the total RR on those moves was like 3.5, but once you averaged it all out, it was probably more like just under 3R. But it all just kind of depends, man. It all depends. It all depends. You know, sometimes you take trades where you get that first target, you partial out, and then you get stopped on break even on the rest, right? So that's going to make your R to R look way worse. So I don't really, you know, look at the stats in terms of that and put too much weight in, you know, what does a dashboard tell me my RR is? But yeah, man, I'm just chilling right now. I am not in anything. I haven't taken anything yet. You guys can let me know if you guys have taken any trades so far today. I've just been sitting here like a good boy. Haven't pressed any buttons. Starting to get itchy, you know what I mean? Like sitting here looking at the charts, haven't taken any trades yet. Oh my god, I'm starting to twitch a little bit. I'm starting to need my dopamine hit here coming in soon. JK LOL. 15-minute candle closure in 6 minutes. Obviously, we're leaving behind a lot of imbalances that we could pull back for, especially as we get out of this macro. Macro's coming to a close. Definitely should get one more push higher above these perfect equal highs, I would say. Not a good goy, evil genius. Good boy for sure, though. Bad goy. I think the market will reverse. Maybe it will. No trades. Model hasn't presented itself. Same. 24,900. Yeah, I got the external high at 888 on NQ. ES still got a little bit of ways to go. We're trading above Asia high currently on ES. Just chilling. What's up, guys? Hit the like button, boys and girls, if you're at least enjoying hanging out on a Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Packers lost yesterday, so what the fuck, you know. Packers lost, but good news, boys. Good news. Your boy is giving it to Brett Simba. Not literally, but figuratively. In the fantasy league, boys and girls. I think we got a real shot. I think we got a real shot. Look. Spanking him, bro. Got a good 33-point lead on the guy. He's got one guy left tonight. Amon-Ra St. Brown. This guy did go out for 39 last week though, so this could not end well, but we should be good. We should be good. What do you guys think? Yeah, Brett, you can't always be undefeated up in this up in these leagues like this. You gotta know who you're playing. You gotta know who you're playing against. So this is what it is, chat. Boy, does it feel good. I'm gonna hit him with the GGTP hit. That's right. Get the one trade a week rule changed if you win, says Chelsea. I know, Chelsea. I need to do that, Chelsea. I need to do it. What a crazy rule though that is. So I went and looked on their website. It is on there though, Chelsea. It is on there. It also said, Chelsea, that that they will message you ahead of time. Like before the account gets revoked, it says that they will reach out. Is that fact or cap? I gotta ask you because you're the only one that I know of that's had those issues. Yeah, Carlos, I guess the inactivity rule is 1 week. But then again, I have a buddy that went on vacation for over a week and he was fine. But he was trading Lightning funded, so I don't know if there's a difference based on, you know, growth or advanced funded accounts versus Lightning fundeds, but what risk management do you employ to make the first payout target? It's really just, it's another one of those things. It's up to you. The way that I look at it though is there's no point in making, you know, like there's no reason to swing for the fences on the Lightning fundeds because you got the consistency rule. So it's like, it doesn't hurt you to make more. You're just going to have more of a cushion, I guess, but then you'll just have to make more for your profit target. But, you know, I would say like now it's, the consistency rules, it's 20% on the Lightning funded. So, you know, divide that by 5, divide your profit target by 5. On the 150Ks, you're looking at like $1,800-ish per day or less to be under that consistency rule. So therefore, I don't see a reason necessarily to be risking a shit ton. On these accounts, I'm risking anywhere from like $500 to $800 per trade. All right, we're trading down into this 5-minute fair value gap right now. Trading below this swing low here. And bullish breaker. Man, I wonder if I should just slap along on here. I just feel like we're still in a pretty deep premium, though, relative to this range. Even if you just looked at the opening range and you mark out, we're still in a premium. I do think we go higher. Obviously, I like these equal highs that we left, but kind of a little iffy on it. It's 10:15 right now, 50-minute candle closure in less than a minute. Otherwise, sheesh. Yeah, I mean, I do think I'm not somebody that's flipping short here. You guys can in the chat if you want. I think the shorts will be extremely low resistance or high resistance, sorry. I think we got more unfinished business to go take out these highs we just generated. Yeah, it could be, Diego. It could be for sure. Absolutely could be. I just wouldn't be looking for, like, if I'm somebody that's looking to go short, I'm looking to short it into this to go long. Me personally, right? Like, I'm not necessarily looking for this flip all the way back down. Right? It'd be like, boom, you know, something like this. So we'd have to see a lot of bullish PD race fail. And I would bet more that they would sponsor new highs first. You can see the time in the bottom right. What time frame that is or whatever. My charts are set to New York time. Al Horish says will go down. Well, then I think you should go long. You should go short then. Since you're so confident that it's going to go lower, you should go short. And then let us know. When it hits your TP, you can say I told you. And then when it hits your stop loss, you can just not say anything. Like most people in the chat usually do. The website to check stock performance. Do you mean the heat map? You can just Google, just look up. You can just look up heat map. You can go to FinViz. I think there's one on TradingView. I've never actually used it though. There's one somewhere on TradingView too. But I don't know. I don't really use the heat map for anything. What do I think about crypto and Bitcoin? I think it's bullshit that the indices are pushing new all-time highs and Bitcoin is shitting the bed. That's what I think. You know, let us have some fun. We got 8 days left in the month of September. I kind of did not want to see September validate a new swing high on the monthly, because that means I think we could pull back a little bit, but I mean, I'm still bullish overall. Getting the movement off this 5-minute gap. Ron, did you go short? He said, oh, he did. He said, I am. All right. Al Harash. He said he took shorts. What do you guys think? Do you think he's nervous right now, or do you think he's like so confident that he's adding more to his position? I am Cherry. I am an ICT trader, yes. Cherry, are you? Are you an ICT trader? Firestorm, I probably will, yeah. That's the plan. Bitcoin target this cycle, date, and price. Gee, who the fuck do you think I am? Tyler, tell me the exact day. the top on Bitcoin hits and tell me the exact price. If you can't give me those things, you're an idiot. My God. I don't fucking know, bro. I wanted to see a high put in around November, though. That's all I can tell you. The reason November specifically is, oh, let's see. Let me give you the exact. Let me give you the exact logic that I was using. When was the Bitcoin halving event? It was April something. April 19th. April 19th, 2024 was the most recent Bitcoin halving event. Generally the tops, it gets put in anywhere from like it gets put in anywhere from like 400 to 500 and something odd days after the halving event historically, which also had us topping out at the end of this year for the cycle. So that was part of the thesis. I didn't really have necessarily a price target. Now, if you apply some sort of technical analysis to Bitcoin, right? If you're just looking at kind of monthly price action, monthly, 3 month, 6 month, right? Like, and you were just to project out. I believe what I have these projections anchored to. This is off of a 3 month or quarterly chart. So I have this projection here. So this is from obviously October of 21 when the previous all-time high had been put in, and then this pullback all the way to October 2022. So from this low to this high, projecting this range out, 124 when we tapped it was -1 standard deviations on BTC. So, but yeah, I mean, in terms of price discovery, like this is all you can really do. Obviously, market cap has to continue increasing for prices to keep increasing. But in terms of technicals, like this is really all that I'm going off of, if I'm being honest. But I also don't really have a plan to like sell my Bitcoin necessarily. I plan on taking profit on all my other coins before Bitcoin. I might never sell Bitcoin, to be honest. I might just hold this shit forever. All right, there's the new highs, guys. If anybody did decide to go long from this 5-minute gap, I mean, you fucking sniped it, to be honest. Would you have a half a tick of drawdown? Nice little 32-point scalp there to the recent highs. So trade could have looked something like this. I did not take this at all, but we were talking about it. Stop could have looked like this, like this. There you go. Alrosh, are you still in your shorts? I must know. Stopped out? Oh, okay. No, it doesn't bother me. I have one full Bitcoin currently. I had this. The only thing that sucks is I had a lot more. And I gave into some of the talking heads that I used to follow back in the day. When I say back in the day, I'm talking like 2020, 2021, and this whole idea of diversifying during the alt season and trying to capture bigger RRs. And don't get me wrong, like some of them definitely panned out. Like XRP is probably my biggest return on investment so far. When the SEC lawsuit came out, I bought a good amount of XRP. I was already holding some XRP, and I bought some more XRP below 30 cents. And I've just been holding that ever since. I did take one partial profit on XRP so far. I basically took my principal investment out, but it's still outperforming my BTC. But that's also because I diversified. So I diversified. These are all my cryptos over here on the right that I'm holding. I'm not holding this one. This is one that my buddy had that I was just watching for shits and giggles. But otherwise, I own all of these. Bitcoin, Fetch AI, XRP, Cardano, Solana, Ethereum, AMP. I have a little bit of AMP. I think maybe I have like one or two other ones, but they're like very, like they're not even worth mentioning. I don't have too much of those. Can you explain your post on Bitcoin? What do you mean? Oh, my TikTok? All right, boys and girls. I have a conspiracy. I don't know if you guys know who. Obviously, Bitcoin has been a rather speculative investment for a number of years. Obviously, now it's become more mainstream and more safe, you might argue. But you know, there are some theories out there. Obviously, nobody knows who Satoshi is, right? So, hear me out. You know, do you guys know who Dan Pena is as well? Old guy, does like mentorships and shit. But anyway, funny guy, like the guy. He's notoriously been like, as soon as everybody finds out who is behind Bitcoin, who owns Bitcoin, it's going to fucking zero. He goes, you'll fucking sprint to sell your Bitcoin when it comes out who's behind Bitcoin. Now, does he know who it is? Who fucking knows? But I was just sitting there thinking the other day, I'm just like, bro. And if those of you guys that saw my TikTok, I'm like, what if Israel invented Bitcoin? Because some people are like, oh, the U.S. government created it. Well, who controls the U.S. government? It's just a theory. What if? I say that I'll never sell my Bitcoin, but if that happens, if that comes out, which I don't see coming out anytime soon, but or if that's even true, but oh, I'll sell. Oh boy, will I sell. I will sell, and then I will go to confession. I will go to confession in a Catholic church, and I will fucking repent for my sins. ICT created Bitcoin and the algo. It is what. All right, if he invented it, then we're gonna buy more. We're gonna hodl, baby. I will say it is like, it's an interesting, especially Bitcoin. Like, it's interesting because obviously you invest in anything to make money, right? And the counterintuitive answer that you see a lot of people giving when it comes to Bitcoin is like, I'm never selling. It's just like, well, then, you know what I mean? It seems counterintuitive. It's like, why would you never sell something that you bought to make money on, right? Because you're not going to make any money till you sell. But it's just, you know, it's crazy if you just look at the history. People have been calling for doomsday on it since the beginning of time. Like, so much so that people like ICT said he was going to delete his YouTube channel. He was going to delete his YouTube channel if Bitcoin hit 100K. Well, here we are. Like, it's ripping the naysayers' dreams to shreds. And, you know, by all anti-inflation metrics, if you will, it's outperforming everything. It has. So it's like, would it be a silly move? You know? Yeah, it's interesting stuff. No financial advice, just make your own decisions. Speed created. How many of you think today is no trade? I haven't taken any trades yet today. I mean, I was only looking for longs. So, I mean, for those of you guys that maybe just decided to put risk on here, this ended up being a great, you know, played out great. And now you're getting expansion above these all-time highs. So, not too shabby. I guess if we were to project out like this first 15 minutes of opening range and kind of project this out, you got -2 standard deviations of the range aligns with -1 standard deviations of Asia range high. We're in 1 to 1.5 currently. And it is just, we just rolled into a new 30-minute candle here at 10:30. But yeah, I'm flat on the day. I haven't taken anything. I am flat so far. Why always they say not financial advice? Because then somebody, if you don't say that, then somebody will potentially go risk their entire life savings on a trade or a financial idea, and then they could sue you if they somehow are able to pin it on you for ruining their life. Mo on TikTok says that they're gonna ban me. Listen, you can't, bro. You can't. If I can't ask, what if? It's just, you know, what if they did? What if they did make it? We don't know who made it. That's the whole thing. And if we're gonna sit here and act like the whole world isn't manipulated, then that would just be a foolish. That would just be a foolish, naive stance. No, I feel like that's one nice thing about being an ICT trader. Is we literally are looking for manipulation all the time. The toxic part to that is, but it's also not toxic because it's smart. It's like we all look for manipulation at just everywhere in the world now. Do we not? Is that just me? Is that just me, chat? Like the whole freaking world is manipulated, bro. Including these markets. So, you know what I mean? You gotta stay on your P's and Q's with this shit. Otherwise, you end up getting the COVID vaccine. Oh, ba-dumped. Especially the giveaways especially are manipulated, Andrew. That is facts. Yeah, Javi, I've heard that theory out there. I don't know. I think that one doesn't make sense. I don't necessarily believe in that one though. Here's what I think we can all agree on with the whole Charlie Kirk situation is like there's obviously a bunch of theories out there about what's going on or what happened, who's behind it, etc. But I think one thing we all, in some of them, definitely, you know, they make sense. There's logic behind them. One thing I think we all can agree on, though, is none of us are going with the FBI official story, right? Like, of all the theories out there that could make sense, the one that we all are like, this makes no fucking sense, is the one that the FBI is putting out there. Ain't that something? Sharib, stop spamming in the chat, man. I'm going to put you in the VIP room. You know I'm going to put you in the VIP room anyway. Hang on. All right, Sharib, you're in the VIP room for 30 minutes. Maybe we'll see you then if we're still on. Come on, my guy. Come on, guys. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Until you win a giveaway, it's all manipulated. So true. Why do I think you're an Indian spy? I don't know, Ahmed. That's weird. What would an Indian spy say right now? Shoot. Yo, what's up, Beast? I'm good, man. How are you? Oh, what? I'm just seeing these. Interesting. TikTok, it says Steven sent me a... Is this a cat? Steven sent me a cat. Somebody sent me a strawberry looking thing. XGen sent a rose. I don't know what any of this stuff means, but I think it's good. Thanks. TikTok, am I right? Yeah, I haven't taken any. I'm flat on the day, boys and girls. 40 cents to pass your groups of evals. Damn. Nasty, that's tough. I already know exactly what happened, Nasty. It hit your take profit. You saw the P&L above what you needed to hit. You closed the trade. By the time it closed the trade, you were under by 40 cents. I know exactly what that feels like. And then you blow it all. Oh, dude, I have done that. I've done exactly that one time, and I gotta tell you, I felt like the biggest dumbass. But there's been plenty of times too where I'm like, I need like $5, so I just basically, I won't lie, gamble on a trade and then just pass it. Just go one micro. One micro, you need like 3 points. It's definitely worked for me more than it hasn't, but there was one time it didn't, and I was like, that's crazy. The ICT everything indicator, sure. Yes. I'm not sure what exactly you want to see. All I have on it is these sessions you don't really need to worry about. To be honest, these don't even show up on my they don't even show up on my chart, but I have the midnight vertical line. That's all I have for the vertical lines. And then the opening price lines, just New York midnight. You can keep New York on if you want, but I mainly refer to 9:30. But 8:30, 9:30, New York midnight. I have the Asia range on, as you can see. And then I have the standard deviations on for that as well. Otherwise, yeah, that's all I don't use any of this stuff. And then, yeah, just make sure your chart is set to New York time, obviously. Bitcoin is the biggest Ponzi scheme? Maybe it is. It can't be more of a scam than taxes, though. And that's facts on God, baby girl. Ivan, I would say Tradeify. Ivan's asking if Apex or Tradeify is better. I mean, it's really like obviously Apex has the perk of being the most scalable because you can just have the most accounts. But I would say Tradeify, especially if you're looking for end of day trailing drawdown instead of intraday trailing drawdown. Obviously, you can go the intraday trailing drawdown route with Tradeify if you want. But I just find that the intraday trailing drawdown just adds another layer of difficulty to your trading, if I'm being honest. So Otherwise, with Tradeify, the rules are straightforward, simple. They've literally never denied a payout for a reason. And you have instant funding if you want to go that route, or you can just go the growth account route. 1 day pass evals, no activation fee. You can still have up to 5 accounts, which a little birdie told me. I better not say too much. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I can't. But that'd be my recommendation. The intraday trailing drawdown accounts are better for like super scalpers, to be honest. Like if you're really in and out of trades quickly, the intraday trailing drawdown probably doesn't affect you as much. But for someone that likes to hold trades, you know, and give them room to breathe. I mean, you guys know how NASDAQ behaves. Like you can get a over 50% pullback on a move pretty regularly. So to have that cut into your equity curve is a little bit, and you know, the fact that you could be up a good amount on a trade and then it pulls back to maybe like your break even or something and you potentially blow the account because of that just seems, that's just tough, bro. It's like you could fail an account and never once have been in drawdown. Not for me. Not for me as a first choice, at least, right? But again, I could understand the scalability of why you'd want to stack, but you just got to be mindful about how you trade them, I think, at that point. Throw a couple hundred into blackjack right now? Ooh. Will I get banned, though? I might get banned. Is that... I don't think you can do that on YouTube or TikTok. I'm pretty sure I would have to open up a whole new stream. I'm pretty sure I'd have to open up a whole new stream and go to, like, Kick or something. I don't think you can do it on YouTube. Yeah, you can't on YouTube, yeah. D-Rez says he's going to touch Nightbot. Hell yeah. I do it all the time. It's a fun time, D-Rez. What do you guys think I do as soon as I end stream? I start touching Nightbot. Big Head Reef. It's funny you asked that. It's funny you asked that. Potentially in the works. Potentially. Allegedly. Allegedly, potentially in the works. But that's all it is. Allegedly and potentially. All right. I think it's crazy the back to funded on Top Step is $500 when you can get a whole 150K account for the same price on Tradeify. Yeah, I agree. Z trades. The back to funded to me doesn't. It wouldn't get me excited, to be honest. Plus the fact that you're back to funded only, like, you don't qualify for it if you've already gotten a payout on the account. I mean, bro. Yeah, it's a quick way to spend a lot of money. You know, and if you could just go the instant funded route, you spend less and get to the profit target you make, you know what I mean? You get a payout anyway. So it's like, but I'm sure they're making a lot of money on. I'm sure people are using it like crazy. Stop comparing Bitcoin to gold. Who's doing that? Who did this? No brokerages or middleman. You need to ask for permission to move or sell your money. This is how it should be in a perfect world. True. Why do people show TradingView instead of their actual trades? I mean, I'm showing trading. I execute on TradingView as well. I just haven't taken anything today. I am flat on the day. If you guys, well, for those of you guys that are on YouTube, you guys can see. This is my P&L. I'm flat. I haven't taken anything. But yeah, I have a Ninja Trader in the background. I'll pull it over. I have Ninja Trader in the background. This is how my trades copy from TradingView onto Replicanto. So I have Ninja Trader just open in the background and Replicanto open as well. But yeah, I just haven't taken anything today. Was looking for longs though. I mean, thought the idea of us continuing higher made sense. Essentially, just kind of talk you guys through, which I did in the moment. Obviously, we were looking at this. The reason that I didn't really feel too gun-ho about it, though, was basically this was right at the end of the macro. So this is getting into the 10:15 a.m. candle. 5-minute fair value gap here. And just kind of felt like we could potentially see, given that we were outside the macro, felt like we could see slower price and maybe a deeper drive down into this 15-minute. And that would get us into more of a relative discount of the range from this morning. Kind of just felt like I would be potentially buying too much in a premium at an awkward time if I went with this. Obviously, it would have worked out, though. So bias was right. Just didn't have the balls, didn't have the cojones to stab longs here. So if you guys did, it's working great for you. But hopefully I at least talked some people out of shorts. I definitely was never looking for shorts. So either you made money or you're flat on the day, hopefully. Nins, yeah. It's pretty open dialogue back and forth. Obviously they know, they know what the community, the trading community wants, things that people are asking for, but there's obviously only so many things that could be realistic from there's only so many things that could be realistic from a prop firm standpoint. Obviously there's plenty of changes that traders would be like, oh, psyched about, but some of those changes would result in any prop firm going out of business pretty quickly, right? So, and then for the things that are good ideas, it takes time for things to get implemented, especially with all the people they have now. I think they're literally the fastest. You got to think they're only a year old, and just think about how big Tradeify has become in just a very short amount of time. So, but we don't see all that back end stuff, right? What's up, Anthony? Thinking about maybe, yeah, potentially. What are you guys talking about? You guys talk about smartphones don't require a change in banking infrastructure. What are you guys talking about right now? I feel like I'm missing out on a high IQ conversation somehow in this chat at the moment. I don't know why everybody, whenever they tag at Tyler, they always tag the moderator, the other Tyler in the chat instead of me. But question, with Top Step, you get moved into live account payouts. How's it work? It's five payouts on one account, right? Yeah, so not 5 total. Not 5 total, like across your accounts, ESS. Yeah, we are fucking pumping here, chat. Holy. New highs, new highs. ES taking all-time highs now as well, finally. NQ leading the way. The only indice not at all-time highs is YM. Can you guys believe some people were looking for shorts this morning? Can you guys believe that stuff? I thought I taught you better than that, boys. I thought ICT told you better than that. Stop this train. You know what? But it's just like, why isn't crypto busting to the moon right now? Like, why are we red on crypto today? How are we down? Bro, look at this. Red as fuck. Bitcoin's down 2%. XRP's down 3.5%. Ethereum's down almost 6%. Solana is down over 6%. Fetch AI is down 7%. Cardano's down 6.5%. I mean, what is going on? Fucking scam, dude. These are the days where I just don't check. Like I wait for us to be green for a week in a row, and then I finally check my crypto portfolio. Because if I check it after days like this, I just want to puke. Toasted films, ain't it? Son of a gun. Buy signal for Bitcoin market. Yeah, I'm looking at I'm waiting for this monthly close to really give me some more information on Bitcoin, but I got this level marked out for a potential retest, maybe all the way down. I think we could potentially see below 100K again for sure. We got 8 days left on the month, so we're probably going to be getting a swing high on the monthly. So don't get me wrong, I'd be ecstatic if we didn't. If in the next 8 days we just pump new highs, that'd be sick. That might be a little too ambitious. I'm not in anything, guys. No, I'm flat on the day. I haven't taken anything. Let's do a poll. Let's see how you guys are doing today. Let's do a P&L check, chat. Everybody should be green or flat. If you guys are red, it's probably because you went short. And I say naughty. If you went short today and you're red because of it, naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Absolutely naughty.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Yeah, the other thing about the TikTok live is you guys are not getting all the memes on YouTube or anything yet. You're missing out on all the entertainment, boys. You want to see Bitcoin hit zero, Reaper? What would I do if Bitcoin hit zero? I mean, I'd probably just cry and be really pissed off, but I'd have to crash out probably a little bit, right? I mean, that would be a pretty justified crash out if I do say so myself.
Oh my gosh, there he is.
Like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm multi-streaming today, so live on TikTok, live on YouTube, and I believe I'm live on X as well. Speaking of, I should see if there's a live chat there. There's probably a whole other live chat I've been ignoring. I got the chat opened up. There's nothing in it. Nothing in it. I think we'll have a good setup coming soon. Let's see. Well, we're in the 11 a.m. macro. I'm probably just going to watch until I want to see us get to the top of the hour and maybe see what this 11 a.m. macro wants to do. But honestly, it's probably looking like a potentially no trade day for me. if I'm being honest. I really don't want to go short. Like right now, we've expanded. I don't really see... I don't really see me wanting to long up here. I'd want to see a retracement to go long. But I just think of the timing of where we're at in price. I would need to see the pullback first, but I don't want to be a part of that short. Listen, I'm working on trading less. Everybody in the chat, whenever I take 2 to 3 trades in a session, everyone's like, over trading final boss. I say, all right, fuckers. I guess I'll be the under trading final boss now. Yeah, how about that? Yeah. What you get? That's what you get. No, don't fucking blame me. I tried keeping you kids entertained with degeneracy and over trading. You didn't want it. You didn't want it. So, piss on ya. We're gonna be the under trading final bosses now. A++ trades only. No, you don't. You want me to take a B trade? I'm not. I wanted to. I guess I won't do it though. Fuck you. I'll take those by myself, in the comfort of my own home. Off stream, cameras off, lights down, shades drawn, baby oil in hand. That's when I'll take those trades, and then I'll post about them later, so you guys all know how awesome I am. And then you can buy my course. How about that? Daddy, chill. Did I see the Fabio's Chart Fanatic video? I did not. I don't. Who's Fabio's? Daddy, chill. All-time high is tough to trade. It just long indefinitely, Bill. Long indefinitely. That probably is, like I said, ICT's 2025 mentorship video basically says exactly that. But it's not really. I mean, it's that shit we've been saying ever since. I mean, we've been at all-time. This is our second time, boys and girls, at all-time high prices this year. We were at all-time high prices at the beginning of the year. All-time high prices again. We've been saying it's been the same. It's the same playbook, right? The only problem is it got real tricky because when just when you would have been like, all right, I guess we're shifting bearish. If you guys want to take a trip down memory lane with me real quick. Right when you might have been like, all right, we're shifting bearish on the higher time frames, daily, weekly, monthly, etc. That was when the tariffs were implemented and we saw the flash crash. And they're absolutely, I'm not going to shy away from it. I absolutely 100% got caught offside trying to short this market a little bit when we were pulling back up into a relative premium on the higher time frames, and we just kept trucking higher. I absolutely got caught offside a couple of times. That would have been in May, April. No, yeah, May, June, actually. Initially, and then back to all-time highs we went. Cable says, please help, bro. I'm from South Africa. Don't have money to buy your course. Good news, Cable. I don't actually have a course. I was joking. Jabdika tells him to full port. There you go. See, what do you guys need me for? Trump did say buy it, Reaper. He did. Yeah, he said buy it though, but was anybody expecting to be back at all-time highs that quickly? Is really the question. I didn't. I mean, I definitely bought, but I just wasn't expecting the returns to be that quick. Pretty nuts. Pretty nuts, man. Not complaining, though. Not complaining. So. All right, rolling into a new hour here, 11 a.m. And we have that FOMC member speaking in an hour. Do I think we're due for a big bearish dump soon? Define big bearish dump, Colby. Do you mean like a retracement on today's price action? Or are you talking like a monstrous sell-off in the markets overall? A large high time frame retrace. I'm really not anticipating such things, if I'm being honest. Look at this monthly candle, bro. And this is coming from a guy that after August closed, I did want to see this retrace here. This is a monthly chart. I wanted to see after August. Let me just look at this price action. August takes out July high. We fail to close above the high. We leave this imbalance here. I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to sell off in September and get here. Nope. You thought. The Perma Bulls stay winning. Yeah, honestly, we're probably in all likelihood going to see price continue climbing through the end of the year. Would be my thoughts, unless something crazy happens, obviously. Anything could happen. That's a crazy thing. We're always a fat Trump announcement away from the markets going buck wild. Or, you know, if Israel decides to bomb anyone else. Things could change in a hurry. Potentially. What's up, Ryan? Trading's been good, man. Don't fade RKLB. RKLB, what is that? Enlighten me, Anthony. When short got cooked. Same for small retrace, yeah. You think 26K is possible this year? Oh, on NQ? I don't see why not. Does anybody know how much money would need to be added to the overall market cap to hit 26,000? This year. Yeah. As always, when in doubt, zoom out. Yeah, I could see that. The only thing that can stop us now, boys, is if Kramer comes out and says, if Kramer comes out and says we're going to 26,000, we won't see 26,000 this year. That's my final answer. What's up, Iron Fist? What's up, Saul? So the indices is not going to retrace into any FEG today. Don't you love that? We got this retrace here. And yeah, we did have SMT this morning, pre-market, right here with ES. So, yeah, boys and girls, getting a little late in the morning. 11:05. We got an FOMC member speaking at the lunch hour. I mean, I'm with you, boys and girls, on as far as wanting to see retracement, you know, before looking to be long. I mean, if you wanted to take a lower risk stab short to try to, you know, catch the sell there, I mean, that's up to you. I came into today and I'm like, I'm not necessarily looking to be a bear, really, at all. So I will not be trading any shorts today. But if anything, you know, if we were to get a deeper retracement into some of these levels and then find some support, maybe I see us go from internal to external. And that would be something that I could definitely frame up. But yeah, I'm flat on the day. Did not take anything. I'm goose eggs across the board for your boy. Looking at the poll in the YouTube chat here. 34% green, 42% flat. So it sounds like, yeah, most of the chat is also flat today. Good day for it, though, boys and girls. Good day for it. No news Monday. The week's just getting rolling. We got PMI tomorrow. And a lot of red folder news. Yeah, pretty much the rest of the week. So we're all good there. Let me check the real quick. 20th? Yeah, let's see. Wednesday. I'm just checking earnings here, making sure there's nothing. Yeah. Costco earnings on Thursday. Yeah, no, we're good. We're all good there, boys and girls. But hey, what I will say is, appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out. A lot of us are flat on the day. I think it's a good day for it. Like I said, could potentially see an internal to external play a little bit later on, but that'd be all I'm looking for, to be honest. I'm not really too interested in trying to short these all-time highs, to be honest. So, hey, appreciate you guys. Hit the like button before you hit the dusty trail, okay? We'll be back live here tomorrow morning. 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, boys and girls. Appreciate you guys, as always. Enjoy your Monday. Don't be too big of a degenerate today. If you are going to be a degenerate today, just be the right amount. All right? Be smart. Use good risk management. Don't use all your ammo the first day of the week, boys. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning. Peace and love, everybody.
Our trade sits at his desk, coffee in hand. The NASDAQ chart's on his screen, he's in command. He's a day trader, chasing dollars and dreams. Using ICT concepts, he's got some tricks up his sleeves. From Fibonacci retracements to volume spread analysis, Tyler knows the smart money, he's gaining an advantage. He watches the market like a hawk in the sky. With every tick and every turn, he's catching the high. Running with the smart money, kicking up dust. Tyler trades a day trader you can trust. He's dancing with the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire. With the bulls, riding with the bears, making moves, taking risks, he's a millionaire.